All right, hi friends. Today we're talking about volume of pyramids. I'm actually going to make this a little bigger for you guys so you can see it better. So, here we go. All right, so just like prisms, a pyramid can have two different shapes for bases. They can have rectangles and triangles. And just like prisms as well, in order to find the volume of a pyramid, all we have to do is find the area of the base, multiply by the height. Now, the height is a little different than when we were talking about prisms. So the height of a pyramid is from the point at the very top where all the sides come together down to the center, and it creates a nice straight line, and it creates a 90 degrees with the base. So it's a little different. And then we also have to divide it by 3 because we're talking about a pyramid, and a pyramid has a third of the volume as a prism. So knowing this, we get the formula. Ooh, if I could write it neatly for you all. Volume equals, we'll say, how do I want to word this? Base times height divided by 3. And then let's say where B equals the area of the base. Yeah, I guess we'll word it like that. Okay, so this formula is going to help us. You can also write it as the volume equals 1/3 base times height. It's completely up to you. They're the exact same thing, so don't worry about that. So we're going to start with a rectangular, or not, I'm sorry, not rectangular, a triangular pyramid. And so the first thing we have to do is find the area of the base. So we do have to know that the formula for the area of a triangle is equal to base times height divided by 2. So bear with me as we go through this because that's going to be the first thing we're going to do. So again, I'm looking at this right here and I'm saying, okay, I know the volume of this pyramid. So I see it's all coming to a point up here. Sorry, that got cut off. And the base right here is this triangle. So I'm talking about a triangular pyramid. So where volume equals the area of the base times the height, which is going to be this right here. This is going to be our height, which is 23. And then we're going to divide that by 3. So I'm going to keep that in the back of my head. However, the first thing I'm going to do is find the area of the base. So I'm going to say the base of this is a triangle, and I know the formula is base times height divided by 2. So the base of the triangle, oops, sorry about this. The base of this triangle is 19, as we see right here. And the height of the triangle, the height of the base is 17. And we're going to divide that by 2. Okay, so give me 1 second while I get my handy dandy calculator out. And we get 161.5. And that is going to equal our B. So now I'm going to take this and plug it into my formula for the volume of this pyramid. And I have base times height divided by 3, where we just found my base to be 161.5. Now I have to find the height of the triangle, or of the pyramid, I'm sorry, which is right here, this 23. And then again, I just divide that by 3. So now we're going to evaluate. So 161.5 times 23 is 3,714.5, and that divided by 3 is 1,238.16, so we'll round that to 0.2. And our units are centimeters, and don't forget, anytime we're talking about volume, my units are cubed. Ta-da! There we go. Okay, so now we're going to look at a rectangular base. Okay, so again, the volume of this, the formula for the volume of any pyramid is the volume of the base, or the area of the base, times the height divided by 3. And in this case, our base is a rectangle, so we're finding the base, the area of the base, is length times width. So we get 12 times 6, which equals 72. And that is what my B, or the area of the base, is going to equal. So now I'm just going to substitute that into the rest of my formula for the volume of this rectangular pyramid. And I get 72 times my height, which is 15. There we go. And divide that by 3. So when we do this, we get 72 times 15, which is 1,080. And then we divide that by 3, and we get 360 feet cubed. And there we have it. If you have any questions, let me know so far. Write them down and then come to tutoring on Tuesday. We are going to do a few more. I have 2 more practice problems that I want us to do. However, these 2 practice problems are going to be finding the height of these pyramids. So it's going to be a little different looking than what we did in the past 2 problems. Okay, so bear with me real quick as I write in the measurements that I want to use. Okay, so let's start with this one. Let's say this one, this length is equal to, not 15. Let's go with 11 centimeters, and the width is equal to 5 centimeters. And now our goal is to find the height. All right, and they're saying that my volume for this is 110 centimeters cubed. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to, again, write that formula. So volume equals base times height, sorry, my dog is bothering me, divided by 3. And then I'm just going to substitute in what I know. So if we're looking here, we know that the base is equal to length times width. So I'm going to go ahead and substitute that in as well. So I get volume equals length times width times height divided by 3. Now I'm going to substitute in everything that I know. So I know that volume is equal to 110. My length is 11. My width is 5. I don't know what my height is, but I do know it's divided by 3. So now I just have to solve for h. And we've done this before. It's kind of just working the problems backwards. Okay? So we're going to multiply by 3 on both sides. And by doing this, we eliminate this denominator. And we're left with 330 is equal to, I'm going to go ahead and multiply 11 times 5 as well, which gives us a 55h. Okay, is everyone following so far? Any questions? Please comment either under this video or bring your questions on Tuesday. Okay, so to get the height by itself, or the h, we divide by 5 on both sides. And we get h is equal to 6. Now again, when we're talking about the height, we're just looking for one measurement, so we're just talking about the height is equal to 6 centimeters. And that is it. Questions? Right, I'm so used to saying that now. You can't really ask questions right now because you're watching a video. That will need to be adjusted. Next comes a triangular pyramid. I want us to find the height given that, let me see. I want us to do one. Oh, let's do this one. Okay, so let's say, nope, I changed my mind. I don't like that one. Okay. I want to say the volume for this one is 840 inches cubed. I want to say that the triangular base has a base length of 20 inches and a height of 21 inches. Now our goal is to find this height right here, so the actual height of the pyramid. So we're going to remember our formula, which is volume equals base times height divided by 3. In this case, because we're working with a triangular base, our base is equal to base times height divided by 2. And so I'm going to substitute that into my equation. Now with this being divided by 3 as well, I'm going to kind of write it as volume equals 1/3, because that's the same thing as saying divided by 3, times the base times height divided by 2, times the height. Okay? So with that, I'm going to substitute everything I know. So I have 840 equal to 1/3 times, let's go with my base is 20, times my height, which is 21, that's divided by 2, times what I don't know. So now with this, I'm going to multiply these straight across. So the 840 is equal to 1 times 20 times 21 is 420. 3 times 2 is 6, times my height. Or if you want to write this, you can also write it as 840 is equal to 420h divided by 6. Okay? I'm going to multiply by 6 on both sides first. I'm left with 420h. And 840 times 6 is 5,040. And I'm going to divide by 420 on both sides. And we get the height of this to equal 12 inches. And there we have it. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to come to tutoring on Tuesday. And I will see you all later.